Hey everybody, so today I want to do my newborn must-haves 2.0. I did this video for Sophie whenever she kind of got out of that newborn stage, and I decided after having Remy there was a few things that stayed the same and a few things that actually changed, so I wanted to go ahead and do this video. Also, just know my face and my body are all the same shade. Obviously, there's a few big things that I can't pick up and show you guys, but I will either split the screen or I will pan to a clip and show you guys what I'm talking about. So the first thing that I have, I do believe was in my first newborn must-haves video, and it is the Boppy Noggin pillow. We use this a ton. We used it with both the girls. I didn't get it with Sophie until she was like a month or two old, but with Remy, obviously we've had it from the beginning, and I love it. Neither one of my girls have had a problem with developing a flat spot on their head, but I do feel like this helps prevent that, maybe even helped prevent it altogether with the girls. Whether they're laying underneath an activity mat, they're in a swing, whatever it may be, I just think it's really handy. The only time I don't use this is if they're sleeping. Obviously, I don't put that in their bassinet or in the pack and play or anything like that. Also, if you're curious and you want to go watch it, I will link my first newborn must-haves down below for you guys. So the next thing that I have to show you guys, we've been using with Sophie since she was about 9 months old and been using with Remy since day one, and we absolutely love it. It's this Shea Moisture line for babies. This is the scent that we have it in. Love, love, love this smell. It's amazing. I'm not even going to try to describe it because I'm really bad at that, but just go ahead to your Target. I actually have seen it at Walmart now. Go smell it. It's amazing. And it lasts a really long time. I've also many a times have poured out way more than what I need, so I just feel like it's a really generous bottle and it takes up a really long time to use. But what we love most about this stuff is that it's free of all this different stuff on here. If you can just read that, I'm not sure if it's too small, but basically it doesn't have any harmful things in it. It's just all around a great product. And we got this because Sophie started to get this, I don't want to say it's a rash, but she started to have kind of like a little reaction to a certain brand that we were using with her, and I just decided to switch over to something like this. They do have unscented versions. They also have like an original formula, and I think there's one other scent, maybe a couple others, I'm not sure. We just stick with this one and we absolutely love it. Like I said, we've used it with Remy since day one, and she hasn't had a single problem whatsoever, and we've been loving those. I'm not sure if this was in my first video or not, but it is hats. I have a couple hats right here. I feel like even though I had a spring baby, we used these a ton with Remy. So with Sophie, I went out and I bought these hats, which have like never really fit my kids well. With Remy, she was small enough to where it fit, but it just like left her little earlobes out, and she grew out of these rather quickly. I was just hoping, since it was white, that they would fit into these, but it is kind of small. I got these at Babies R Us. I feel like smaller babies might have a better time fitting into these. My girls have been at like the 98th percentile for head circumference ever since they were born, so my kids have big heads. But we love them regardless. They're tight and they're snug. It keeps them really warm. But the ones that I like most are these ones that have like the little knot at the top, because it does give a little slack for them to grow into. And she's worn this ever since she was born as well, and I just rolled it up to fit her head. Now obviously she's got a big enough head that she'll fit into this perfectly, and at almost 3.5 months old, she still fits into this comfortably, and we just really like it. Like I said, even if you have a spring or summer baby, I feel like you still gotta keep that noggin warm. But yeah, definitely a necessity with both girls. I know that this is definitely a repeat, and it is swaddle blankets, and I have two here to show you. But my favorite like multi-purpose type of blanket, which I guess you could argue that any blanket is multi-purpose, but anyways, my favorite one is the Aiden and I brand. This is one of the ones we got in a variety pack that Mark's brother and sister-in-law sent us that we've been loving. With Sophie, we got a pack of 4 from Babies R Us. Those were great as well. And then the other ones that I really like is, what brand is this? The Just One You by Carter's, and I do believe this is at Target. I got this in a 2-pack. It came with obviously another blanket, but this is so stretchy. I don't know if you can see that, but these stretch amazingly, so you can really get a nice tight swaddle on the baby. I do feel like these are a little bit warmer, it's a little bit thicker, whereas the muslin blankets are obviously a little cooler. I really do apologize for this yellow face, guys. It's driving me crazy in the viewfinder, but I gotta take advantage of this quiet time and get some videos filmed. The next thing I'm sure is a definite repeat, but it is a breastfeeding pillow. Now, I would kind of argue to say that this isn't necessarily a breastfeeding pillow, because I feel like even if you're not breastfeeding, you could definitely still use it. I absolutely love these pillows. Now, with both girls, I only nursed for a couple of weeks and switched over to exclusively pumping. I'm still exclusively pumping with Remy, but we still love these pillows. I do believe this is the Mambo by Comfort and Harmony, and I do prefer this one way more than I liked the Boppy. The Boppy, I felt like lost its shape rather quickly. It just wasn't, I don't know, it just didn't hold up well over time. It wasn't really worth $40 for me. I believe I got this one on sale for $30. It normally goes for $35 with a cover, and it's amazing. It does have a softer side that's a little bit more plush, and this side is a little bit more firm. I took this to the hospital with me after my C-section, and I loved it. I also feel like when you're nursing, it held the baby up a lot more, and it was easier for them to sit on it and reach your breast when you're nursing, opposed to with the Boppy, where I felt like I still had to kind of like use my leg to push up the pillow to push them up. This is just amazing. I love these pillows, and even if you're not nursing, you stop nursing, you don't even plan on breastfeeding, whatever it may be, still feel like these are great, especially for dads when they're bottle feeding, relatives when they're holding baby, propping them up, just lounging around with you, taking pictures. I just feel like they're a great thing. One of the bigger items is the Rock and Play by Fisher-Price. I did not have this with Sophie, but we've been absolutely loving it with Remy. I keep it right next to my bed. It's what she primarily sleeps in. I know that they're not supposed to sleep in it, but whatever, my kid has reflux. She needs it. Anyways, I feel like they are amazing. The only thing that I wish I would have done is I wish I would have went ahead and got the auto rock. I really think it would have came in handy, but nonetheless, it's still great. I also love it because it's easily foldable. You can throw it in the trunk of your car. You can take it to a relative's house, which I think is awesome. Mittens are a definite newborn must-have. I got these in like a 3-pack or something from Carter's. Do believe these were Sophie's. Just need them. My kids' fingernails grow like a weed. They're always like scratching up their beautiful little faces, and with Remy, she really likes to keep her hands by her face, especially when she was a newborn. Not sure if this one was in my first one, but it is the waterproof what are these, like liner things by Munchkin, I believe. Yes, that is the brand that I got. These are amazing. I had a few of these with Sophie. I went out and bought more with Remy, and I just use these everywhere. They are in the changing table in the bedroom. We have one in the living room just to throw on the floor or the couch, wherever we're changing them at. We have them in the diaper bag. I even still have one in Sophie's room because Sophie's still in diapers. But these are just amazing because obviously, no matter what, if they go on here, it's not going to seep through and get onto the carpet, the couch, the change pad, whatever it may be. It's going to protect them, and I really do like it, especially with girls, because when girls pee, it tends to like go up their back. This will forever be a newborn must-have for me, and I feel like it gets totally underestimated when you're trying to figure out what to buy for baby. It is newborn sleepers. Love these. This is what my girls wear primarily when they're newborns. I mean, they literally live in these things. They're just super easy. They're straightforward. There's no muss or fuss with it. Like I said, these ones in the newborn size have the mittens built in, so all you gotta do is just flip it over, which is great. Keeps their little toes warm. It's amazing. I can't say enough good things about these. You don't have to worry about sticking something over their head. If I could do it all over again, I wouldn't have even bought clothes in newborn size. I would have just bought all those sleepers. One thing that we got with Remy this time around were these side snap onesies. I don't even know if these were a thing with Sophie, but basically it's just like what it sounds like. They're side snaps. It's got a little thing over here just to kind of make sure that the inside flap doesn't get all bunched up, but basically it just opens up like this. Oh, there's one down at the bottom. But yeah, it just opens up like this. You can stick the little leg over here, and then you just fold it up. and that's that. So you don't have to worry about sticking anything over their head. Absolutely love these. I do believe this was in my first newborn must-haves, and I know it's kind of like split 50-50 among parents. Some people say their baby hates it, other parents say that their baby absolutely needs it, and it's a swing. More so a glider with the one that we have. We have a Graco glider. I'm not sure of the specific name. I'll list it right here if I can find it, but I'll definitely try to link it in the drop box below for you guys. But both of our girls have loved this swing. I also do really like that this specific swing has 2 incline positions. Like I said, my girls have had reflux. It's been amazing for that. I absolutely enjoy it. Yes, can't say enough good things about this swing. Like I've mentioned before, it plays sounds like waterfalls, forest, heartbeat, and it also does have lullabies, although I will say the lullabies are rather creepy and they freak me out. And then I do believe it has 6 speed settings. Definitely a must-have in our house. Kind of a repeat, but technically different, is a nightlight sound machine. I was trying to think of even what to call this thing. Sophie had the Tranquil Turtle that is no longer being continued by Cloud B. Is it Cloud B? Yes, it is. By Cloud B. But they are doing the Tranquil Frog, which is what we got for Remy. But just like with the Tranquil Turtle, the frog just has a power button. You can see the little thing going inside. The middle button starts the sound, and then it will also start the lullaby. It also has volume buttons to turn it down, turn it up, and then it also, this last button is to just stabilize this thing inside so the waves aren't moving, or it can be moving, whatever you decide. But I absolutely love these things. They're great. I like them because it does give them a nightlight. It does give them a little bit of a soothing sound to fall asleep to, but they shut off eventually. Both the girls really love them. The last really big thing that I wanted to mention was our pack and play. I do believe it's called like the newborn napper or something like that. It has a bassinet and it also has a change table along with some storage on top of being a regular pack and play. Absolutely love this thing. We used it with Sophie until she was about 9 months old in our bedroom, and it served as a bassinet, as a kind of crib, co-sleeper, whatever you want to call it. We also have been using it with Remy, and it's been working beautifully with her. She does nap in the bassinet part just fine, and we've been using the change table non-stop. I just can't say enough good things about it. I feel like most parents anyways are going to buy a pack and play just for travel, so why not get one that's going to help be a bassinet and a change station and all that business. So we've been loving that. The last thing that I wanted to show you guys is an app. I tried 1,000 different apps with Sophie and I just kind of gave up and I couldn't find one that I really liked. However, the app that I used to get pregnant both times was called Glow. Glow actually made their own baby app, and I do believe it's just called, yeah, it's just called Glow Baby. So down here is what the app looks like. Let it focus, come on. Right there is what it looks like, and then when you open it up, that's what it looks like. And as you can see, I haven't used it in a really long time, but you can log sleep, feedings, and diaper changes. I love this thing, and what I love the most about it is when you go to log a feed, you can do a whole bunch of different ones. You can do at the breast, you can do bottles, and you can do solids. What I also love about the bottles is that you can log if it's breast milk or formula. I love how detailed this is. Down here at the bottom, you can see you can actually even put in height, weight, and head circumference, and it'll give you like the percentiles and stuff for that age. I just primarily used it to track feedings, diaper changes, and her measurements, but you could do a whole bunch of different stuff with this. I also do like that, just like with all the other Glow apps, it has the community where you can talk on boards and stuff like that. It's just a great app all around. So while I was editing, I realized I didn't even mention one of my biggest must-haves, and I don't even understand how I missed it, but it's a baby carrier. Whether it's a ring sling, a wrap, a soft structured, even a hard structured, even though I've never used one of those, but whatever it may be, I just absolutely love baby wearing. It's amazing, especially when you have multiple children. I do have an almost 2-year-old, so I'm still running around, picking her up, changing her diaper. So sometimes I feel like it's even more necessary than what it was with my oldest. Since this is my newborn favorites, I did have a specific carrier that I personally liked over another one, and that was, I loved my Solly Baby Wrap. I loved this opposed to my soft structure that I have, just because she was able to fit in this really closely. She was, I don't know, just super snug and comfortable, and it was comfortable for both of us. It's just very breathable, whereas the soft structure, I had to have an infant insert, and that made it bulky, it made it hot, it made it kind of semi-uncomfortable for both her and I. I put Remy in this to wash bottles when I was doing laundry, when I was just, like I said, running around after her sister, playing with her, whatever it may have been that she wanted to be held, but I kind of needed my hands free. It's just really awesome. But that is everything that I have for my newborn must-haves 2.0. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and as always, thanks for watching.